Namaste and welcome. Today I'm feeling very blessed because I'm going to talk on Goddess Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi is the best known goddess in Hindu tradition. Hindu tradition personifies principle of abundance as Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, good fortune and wealth. Her portrait, Sri Lakshmi's portrait, which depicts her either standing or sitting on lotus, graces millions of homes and shops and business places. I have her picture. Let me show you her picture here. Ah, she looks majestic holding lotus in her both hands. Her left hand is in Varada or boon giving gesture, and she is bestowing wealth on her devotees in the form of shower of gold coins flowing from her right hand. She is beautiful. One of the striking features of goddess Lakshmi is her persistent association with the lotus. She shares its beauty and fragrance. Both Lakshmi and lotus are pure form of auspiciousness. Lotus rises out of muddy water, and yet mud never touches its soft petals. In the same way, to have Lakshmi in our life, we have to live in this world, but without getting affected by its delusion. Sri Lakshmi is worshipped for both for bhukti and mukti, that is for worldly prosperity and also for liberation from cycle of birth and death. She is consort of Vishnu. So we always see Vishnu is always worshipped with Lakshmi. He is never worshipped alone. However, temple devoted to goddess Lakshmi, in those temples, she is worshipped alone, without any companion, without Vishnu as her companion. And this gives us a sense of her autonomy. Manifestations of her power are known as Ashtalakshmi or eight Lakshmis, and these are Adi Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi. I have the picture of Ashtalakshmi too. Just give me a moment. So I will show you the picture of Ashtalakshmi. I hope you can see all eight Lakshmis here. So these eight Lakshmis are, first one is Adi Lakshmi, which means the primeval one. Second is Dhanya Lakshmi, the goddess of grain. Dhairya Lakshmi or Veera Lakshmi, which means the fearless one and one who is instilling fearlessness in her devotees. Gajalakshmi, one who is worshipped by the elephants. It is actually a symbol of abundance. Gajalakshmi is a symbol of abundance. Santan Lakshmi, giving progeny through her favor. Vijay Lakshmi, the victorious one and making her devotees victorious. Vidya Lakshmi, bestowing knowledge. Dhana Lakshmi, one who grants wealth to her devotees. So these are manifestations of her power. Elephant is also very closely associated with Lakshmi. As I said, elephant is symbol of abundance. Elephants actually, they don't have any natural predator. Elephants feeds every day. And you find elephants where there is lots of water. And what is water? Water is life. We always see pair of elephant spraying or sprinkling water on goddess Lakshmi in her pictures and portraits. This is actually symbol of they are evoking rain. Also, in many pictures we see Lakshmi is holding a pot. This pot is pot represents personal wealth, same as uh, water in the forest is available for all, but water in the pot belongs to the owner only. And this pot represents, and it is a symbol of industry and market which are creating value out of natural resources. Lakshmi is both inner abundance and outer abundance, outer or material wealth as well as inner wealth. So Shiva views this abundance, views Lakshmi as something to be enjoyed, but with super detachment. And Vishnu views this abundance as responsibility, something which is not to be hoarded, but distributed and celebrated by all. So when Lakshmi accompanies with Shiva or Vishnu, which actually means when Lakshmi accompanies with virtues like compassion and gratitude and love, then a Lakshmi never accompanies Lakshmi. What is a Lakshmi? A Lakshmi means conflicts and quarrels and worry and fear. So when Lakshmi is accompanied with Shiva or Vishnu, which means with virtues, then there can a Lakshmi can never stay there. Conflicts and quarrels and fear and worry can never stay there. Humans enjoys pleasure and hoards wealth and live constantly threatened by others. They only want to satisfy their own desires and wants without having any concern for others. Humans craving for more and more wealth is insatiable. The more you satisfy your desire, the more new desire get fueled. It is like pouring oil into the fire. And then desire becomes root cause of misery. When you think that Lakshmi only means material wealth, which you can collect and lose, then you constantly live in fear and in desire. Then you fight with each other, cheat each other, and worry whole night. And we like dwell in the sense of lack. Sometimes we feel that we don't deserve good things in life. But all these things, when we think Lakshmi is only material wealth, then this fear and worry all comes. But all these things are actually dishonoring Lakshmi. Also, when a person who flaunts his wealth and uses money to satisfy his pride and speaks harshly is also dishonoring Lakshmi. As deprivation is a problem, wealth too can become a problem if we lack love, if there is dryness, if there is discontentment. True power of Lakshmi, the power of abundance, can be only experienced when we have the wealthy, abundant heart. So, you see, in India, there are many people who have very little material wealth, but they always welcome their guest with so much love, They may have very little money, but they always feel there is enough for everyone. They feel happy and contented from within. From where this happiness, this contentment comes, this doesn't come from having lot of money. It comes from the grace of Lakshmi in the form of big heart, big abundant heart. I would like to share my experience here. It happened during Navratri time. Navratri means 9 night, and Navratri is a festival of Durga Puja when we worship goddess Durga for 9 days and 9 nights. It is called Navratri. It's a big festival here in India. So during that Navratri time, I was walking on the street, like very busy street here in Pune, in India, where I live. It was the main market or main shopping area, and you can imagine like literally hundreds and hundreds of people walking and going from that busy road. And I was walking with my two sweet daughters, and there was this old poor lady who was selling handkerchiefs and small napkins on the footpath. When she saw us coming, she called us. First, I thought that she wanted to sell us her handkerchiefs. So I said politely, no, we don't want it. She said, no, I want to gift it to your daughters as a Navratri gift. When I saw you coming with your daughters, I felt from my heart that I should gift you. My daughters looked at me and I said, yes, you can take it. And then there was this sharing of smile and the bhava, that pure bhava, with that bhava she was giving those beautiful handkerchiefs to my daughter. That bhava was so sweet and full of love. My daughter said, thank you. She replied, no, I thank you. You accepted this gift. And the face of that lady was shining with so much love and happiness. Very beautiful smiling face. And the power of pure love and joy was so high in that moment. And I felt it was real abundance. How do we experience Lakshmi? When do we experience her? We experience her when we have gratitude for all material wealth we have. We experience her when we organize things and when we clear away all clutter from our house. We experience her when we remove conflicts and establish peace and harmony. We experience her when we choose love over hatred. When we wear clothes as if it is a blessing of the goddess. When we respect food and do not throw it away carelessly. When we acknowledge our body and mind and good health. All this is honoring and worshipping Lakshmi. Reverence for everything is the way to honor and experience Lakshmi in our life. If we squander our wealth on frivolous things or gambling or become victim of consumerism, then Lakshmi leaves us. Also, when we don't nurture our talents and skills, and if we ignore them and let them rust, then we don't have grace of Lakshmi. Instead, when we nurture our talents and skills, then we have grace of Lakshmi in the form of inspiration and vigor. Lakshmi has two forms, Bhudevi and Shridevi. Bhudevi, which actually means goddess earth, it signifies all tangible wealth including food and minerals which we extract from the earth, all tangible wealth. And Shri Devi symbolizes all intangible wealth. Intangible wealth, which is in the form of all art and culture forms of music and dance and paintings and poetry and auspiciousness and name and fame person enjoys in the life, all intangible beautiful wealth. Lakshmi is Vishnu's wife and Krishna is incarnation of Vishnu. So it follows that Krishna's wife Satyabhama was the incarnation of Lakshmi. She is actually the incarnation of Bhudevi, goddess earth. So here I would like to tell you one story. Once there was an Asura, a demon, whose name was Narkasura. He received a boon from Brahma. Brahma is god of creation. He received a boon that if he has to die, his death would be caused by his mother only and by no one else. Narkasura knew that Mother Earth, who is his mother, could never slay him. Even if he do evil deeds, Mother Earth, his mother, could never slay him. So armed with this boon, Narkasura attacked on all kingdoms of the earth, defeated all kings. Then he attacked heaven, defeated all gods. He captured and imprisoned 16,000 women. He tore away Aditi's earrings. Aditi is the mother of all gods. Grieved by this, Aditi went to meet Satyabhama and told her everything. She told all atrocities of Narkasura. Satyabhama, along with Krishna, went into the battlefield with Narkasura. Krishna destroyed Narkasura's army and killed his general. Enraged Narkasura then threw a powerful weapon which hit him on the chest, which hit on Krishna's chest, and Krishna fell down unconscious. Furious Satyabhama hurled a powerful weapon at Narkasura, which hit him, and instantly Narkasura fell down and he was dying. But he was surprised how his boon failed him. Krishna, who regained consciousness, then told Narkasura that Satyabhama indeed was his mother, an incarnation of Bhudevi, incarnation of Lakshmi. Narkasura was dying. Satyabhama held Narkasura in her lap and questioned him about all his evil deeds. Narkasura realized his mistakes and asked for forgiveness. He said, "As today I have seen the light, let this day be celebrated as victory of light over darkness." So we celebrate this day during Diwali festival, which is the festival of light. And this day is called as Naraka Chaturdashi. We celebrate this day to remind us the victory of light over darkness. Our story does not end here. There is a folklore in the part of country where I live. Narkasura symbolizes all clutter and garbage and dirt we see in and around our houses. Narkasura has also invaded our mind, and he lies there in the form of unhealthy negative thoughts and feelings and all our self-sabotaging beliefs. So to kill Narkasura, we have to clean both our houses and its surroundings and also our minds. To clean our houses, we have special type of broom here. Let me show you. This broom is called Lakshmi, and with this Lakshmi, cleanliness is done. As we clean our house and make it clutter free, garbage free, we also have to clean our mind, purify our mind, and let go all our inner enemies, all our inner Narkasura, anger, greed, arrogance, insecurity, jealousy, lust, fear. So when we clean our mind, purify our mind, then light of our self shine forth. So we create pathway to welcome Lakshmi to manifest in our lives in her full splendor. May you all have grace of Lakshmi in your life. Dhanyavad.